So now we will talk about cloud service model. What is a cloud service model, friend? Friend, cloud service model is a way cloud computing provides delivery, computing resources and services to customer. In simple way, friend, this is just a definition. Try to understand the concept here. Cloud service model is a way through which you can access the services. Okay, through which you are accessing the services. There are three main models for cloud service models. First one is the IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Next is the PaaS, platform as a service, and third one is the SaaS, software as a service. So in this video, we will talk about infrastructure as a service, IaaS. So what it is actually, friend, whenever we talk about infrastructure, basically we are talking about hardware. Okay, infrastructure means basically hardware. So what is basically the infrastructure as a service or IaaS, friend? Let me give you an example here so that you can understand it easily. For example, you are living in ABC city, for example, and you have to move to XYZ city of your country, for example. And when you have to move to the other city, you have one option that you go there and purchase a property, because you have to live there for about for example 3 to 4 months you have to live there. And if you purchase a property, obviously you need all the living resources you need. For example, water supply, electricity, so gas, etc. All those things are necessary, and first of all the land cost is will be required. So what will happen if you purchase a property? So it will cost you a lot. And the second thing is that you have to live there for about only for 3 to 4 months. Another option is that you can rent a property, and you will only pay the rent for only the months you live there. For example, if you are living there for about 4 months, so will you will only pay for 4 months, okay, or monthly pay. So what you will say, whether it is a good option to go for to purchase a property, or the second option, you just rent a pay the rent only the property which you are using it for your living purpose. So friend, obviously if you have to live there for only for 3 to 4 months, and you know that obviously purchasing property, it requires lots of money. So it's better to rent a pay and just only the pay the rent for only for the months which you are living there. Similarly, friend, here is the concept of infrastructure as a service. Like in the concept here, like for example, you have to set up like for example set up a office, and you need an hardware, and you know that it will require lots of money. You have to purchase the hardware from the market. You have to make the arrangement of networking, and also obviously you need the air conditions for them, so that the hardware you have to reside there. And also resources will be required who will take care of the hardware. So it will cost you a lot. Another way, if you use the Amazon AWS services, what you can do here, like you just like you will subscribe the Amazon AWS services for infrastructure, and you will pay the services through the credit card, and you will tell them that how much core servers you need, how much storage is required, how much which type of infrastructure is needed, and you will subscribe there and pay the bill accordingly. And this that is called as pay as you go basis. So whatever the services of infrastructure you are using, like servers, storage, networking, operating systems, you will pay it accordingly. So this is called as a concept of infrastructure as a service. The best example of infrastructure service is Amazon AWS. Okay, so you will be basically paying a rent for the services, like whatever the hardware you are using, like servers, storage, you will pay the bill accordingly. So if you use the servers for about 2 months, you will only pay for that. If you use the servers for 3 months, you will only pay for that. So this is called as a concept of infrastructure as a service, IaaS. Whenever we talk about infrastructure, we are talking about the hardware. So let me give you an example here. Infrastructure, IaaS, is the application layer, then operating system, then virtual machines, After that, storage, networking, and security, and then the physical data center. Here, remember, friend, one thing, that Amazon AWS has a very, very big physical data center in which there are lots of racks of there, in which very big machines, very high quality machines reside, and whatever the service you require for the hardware, they will provide you accordingly. Like for example, you need 2 processor, you need 10 processor, whatever the required, they will arrange it accordingly. Here, the question here, friend, that how they will provide you those servers actually. So friend, they are providing you the servers by using the concept of VMs or virtual machines. Now, what is actually a virtual machine? So, friend, virtual machine is basically a concept in which it allows a single physical machine to run multiple virtual machines, and each with its own operating system and application. Simply, friend, like there is a concept of virtual machine of VM in which there is one resource, a physical resource, and they are providing you like a particular location, particular space in which you have your own operating system and application. And you think you are assuming that you have your own operating system and application, but in actual it is not like that. You are using the same physical machine. Let me give you an example from here. Like for example, VM1, VM2, VM3, and it has a hypervisor, and then it has a server, storage, and networking. So this is a main basic diagram of here. Like another, can give you an example. Like for example, in the VM, what happened, that for example, VM1 has a Linux operating system, then application 1. VM2 has a Windows, and then application 2. VM3 has Ubuntu and application 3. So there are three VMs exist on the same physical machine, and you are like A person is using VM1, B person is using VM2, and C person is using the VM3. And each person think that they have their own space, they have their own operating system, they have their own application, but in actual it is not the scenario. It is the same physical machine, but it has different VM exists. That is why it is called as the concept of virtual machine. So coming back to our main topic of IaaS, friend. Here, friend, just think of infrastructure as a service here. That, for example, just take an example of test, for example, test results. So, what happened? Let me give an example where many times I'm sure that you have also noticed that whenever a result is coming for a university or certification, what happened that many times the website gets down and it's not responding. Okay, many times it happens. So actually what happened, friend, for example, you have a server which has two processor. Okay, and it can process limited number of requests. For example, it can request for example 10 requests or 20 requests at a time. So what happened that at the time when the result is announcing, what happened that lots uh, hundreds of people access the application, trying to access the server at the same time. For example, normal days, only 20 people were accessing the server, and in at the time of when the result in announcing, 1,000 people trying to access the server. So what happened actually, the server crash, server does not able to response back. So in that case, what happened, that there's one scenario whether the university team can upgrade or scale up the hardware. Okay, if there are two processor, they can scale up to 10 processor, so that they can response back to the request accordingly. This is one solution. But here think that, friend, this scenario of result announcement, what how many days it happens in a year? Maximum uh, 20 days or 25 days maximum, whenever the result in announcing in a year. But if you think of that, the return on investment, it costs you a lot. Like you have to purchase 10 processor, and you have to require the networking, storage, and applications, etc. So, and security as well, so it will cost you a lot. However, it requires only for 20 to 25 days. Rest of the days in a year, it will require only 20 requests per day. So if you talk about in terms of return on investment, it will cost you a lot. However, in the case of Amazon AWS, for example, your servers or infrastructure exist on the AWS, Amazon AWS. So what you can do whenever the at the time of when you are announcing the result, what you can do, you can scale up your hardware from 2 processor to 10 processor. Okay, and when the result announced after 2 days or 3 days, you know that the request number of requests are now decreasing, so you can scale down your servers from 10 processor to 2 processor. So only for 2 days, when you know that the result is announced, you need the more resources or more processor, you will only increase at that time. And once the request decrease, number of requests decrease, you will scale down. So what happened, that you will only pay for those 2 days to Amazon AWS for when you scale up. Otherwise it will remain same. So this is a very good concept of Amazon AWS, and through which you can save your money. Similarly, friend, think about, if you purchase a hardware and you purchase a 10 processor, now what will happen rest of the days when the result is not announced? So that particular hardware, like whatever the money you spend on that hardware, it will be wasted, because it doesn't have any use, because you have spent the money, you have to anyhow, you have to settle down it there. But the thing is that if you are using the Amazon AWS, you will only pay for those 2 days, which you are when the number of requests are increased due to the result announcement. Otherwise you will scale down and you will only use it accordingly. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues.